Let's start out standing up on our mats and bringing the feet a little wider than hip width apart, bringing the arms out to the sides, palms facing forward. See how that initiates a little relaxation in the shoulders and that the chest can broaden a bit. Make sure the knees are soft. Feel the heart lift, maybe the head lift slightly, softening the gaze or closing the eyes. Just feeling your own willingness to be right here, right now, present to the temperature of the air, the bird song, whether in your own environment or just coming through from mine. The other sounds that fill the air. Sensation of your feet on your mat, right here. The scent that fills your nose with each breath. Noticing what you taste in your mouth. Maybe rubbing the tongue around the outside of your teeth a few times. And then asking yourself, in this moment, what gives you hope? Noticing if there can be a list that gets cultivated within your own mind and heart. What gives you hope? And then gently beginning to sway side to side. You can let the arms relax and start to flow. Feeling this watery awareness come into your hips and the arms flowing side to side as you rock. And then letting the hips begin to move in an infinity symbol, like a figure 8. Back and then coming forward on each side. Feeling this rotation in the hips and the energy of the infinite. And then coming back to center. Bring your arms with an inhale out and up. Palms pressed together. Exhale, bend the knees. Fold forward through midline. Placing the hands on the floor. Pressing the right hand down. Inhale, lift left arm to the sky. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Interlace the hands above the head, except for the index finger. Thumbs crossed, and exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive forward, bending the knees. Both hands to the floor. Inhale, lift left arm up. Maybe letting it fall back behind you a bit. Exhale, releasing down, switching. Inhale, right arm lifts. Opening. Exhale, down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up, interlacing the hands, fingers crossed except for the index finger. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive forward. Bend those knees. Hands to the floor. Inhale, lift. Left to the sky. Exhale, back down. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Interlacing the hands, except the index finger. Squeeze the arms in against the head. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Press out through that left hip. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, swan dive forward one last time. We're going to do this little flow. Hands to the floor. Inhale, left lifts. Exhale, back down. Inhale, right lifts. Exhale down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Interlacing the hands, index fingers point, squeeze in on the head. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend. Sorry, this is the left. Inhale, back to center. Keep your arms lifted here and sit down into a wide-legged chair here. Send the weight back into the heels. Deepen your breath. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, release the arms down, lengthen the legs, shake the body, releasing. Bringing the hands to the hips, and let's take some big hip circles here. And going back the other way. Lovely. Then we'll come to the top of the mat and move your blanket out of the way. You could also put it across the middle of your mat to use for support in just a little bit if you would like to have that there. So coming to the top of your mat, hands to the heart, feet hip width apart. Spread those toes really wide, pressing them down into the mat. Feel that connectivity with the earth down beneath your feet, strengthening you, energizing you, lifting your whole being a little taller. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Lengthen the spine. Exhale down, place the hands, step the right foot back behind you and pivot the heel to the floor. We're gonna come up for a warrior one. So pressing down through the outside edge of that back foot, staying directed over the left leg and bending into the left knee, which is tracking out over the toes. And breathing here. Okay, next, inhale, lengthen through the front leg. And then as you exhale, we're going to open the arms out and you might scoot the left foot in towards the middle of the mat a little bit more for a warrior two. So pressing knee out over toes, again, pressing down through the outside edge of that right foot, looking out over the left fingertips here, sinking down through the hips while still creating some space in the left hip, like the femur's pulling out of the hip socket instead of just crunching in there. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, we're going to fold forward, bringing the left arm inside the left leg. And you might bring your hand down to the mat. If that doesn't work for you, bend your elbow and put your elbow on your knee. Right arm is coming behind your back, so we're twisting open. If you've come down, you might try binding, so reaching that left arm underneath the leg and then clasping your hands together. And the deeper you bend into the leg, the easier it'll be, but beware of your own limitations here. So take a deep breath. And then releasing here. Pressing back up, lengthening the leg, pivoting the feet, coming to a 5-pointed star. Take an inhale here, opening the arms. And exhale, folding forward, reaching the arms out in front of you. Feel the core engage. And then coming down, soft knees here. We're going to shift side to side. And lengthening those inner thigh muscles, inner leg. So going as deep as you'd like on either side. Maybe lifting the extended leg foot up, the toes up. Nice. Then coming back to center here. Feet parallel, finding your center, walking the hands out. This is like the upper body's in like a down dog position, and then shifting the hips back, getting a nice elongation through the spine. Deep breaths here. And then staying low here, we're going to walk the hands over to the right foot towards what was the back of your mat. Coming into a lunge here, hands on the mat, and press back to a down dog. Breathing here, finding if you want to move or be still. Inhale, Pulling forward to a plank pose. Dropping your knees if you'd like. We're going to do some push-ups here. So you can do that from your feet or from your knees. I'm going to do it from my knees here. So we're going to lower down and push up. We're going to do 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yay! Curl the toes back under, press back to the down dog. And then we're going to bend the knees deeply, scooping forward and then rounding back. Scooping forward, rounding back. You can make this as big or as small as you'd like. One more time. And then inhale, lift, right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat. High or low lunge, so this might be the time to have the blanket underneath your knee if you'd like. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, touch the mat. Inhale, step forward with that left foot. Exhale, hang forward, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. All the way up. Palms pressed together, that little index finger lifting up and interlacing the other fingers. Exhale, side bend over to the right. I'm just going to take this gourd down. It moved in the storm. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Pause for a moment. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, down. Place the left foot back behind you. Pivot the heel to the floor. We're going to come up to a warrior one here. So staying facing out over that right knee, pressing down through the outside edge of the left foot. Right knee tracking over right toes. Lifting up nice and tall through the spine, maybe bending a little deeper into that right knee. With your next inhale, lifting the leg straight, and then exhale, opening into a warrior two, maybe sliding that right foot a little more towards the center of your mat. Pressing down through the outside edge of the left foot, knee out over right toes. Feel this strength and grounding, your heart rising with hope. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, bring the right hand down inside the right knee. Maybe coming down to the floor, maybe bringing the hand or the elbow to the knee and dropping the left arm back behind your back here. So noticing how that feels. And if you'd like to go further, maybe trying a bind. So bringing that right arm underneath the right leg. Maybe bending a little deeper into that leg, clasping hands behind your back. Couple breaths here. And then releasing, pressing your way back up. Bring the feet parallel, 5-pointed star. Feel the light that you are radiating out, connecting with other lights, inspiring others that feel a little more dim, challenged at this moment. Take an inhale and exhale, coming forward and reaching down, and we'll shift side to side again. Walking the hands back and forth, noticing sensation. Maybe you're able to go a little deeper this time. A little snap, crackle, pop in the joints. And then making your way back to center, feet parallel, walk the hands out, coming into this upper body down dog. Legs spread wide, deep breaths here, melting the heart. Feeling deep gratitude for the things that bring us hope. For the lessons of the natural world. And walking the hands over to the left to what was the top of your mat. And finding the hands on the mat and pressing back to a down dog here. Taking a couple breaths. And then pulling forward to a plank pose. We're going to do 5 push-ups again. You can decide if you'd like to drop your knees or keep them lifted if you want a blanket underneath your knees. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. And these can be small if you want to just do small push-ups. Here's 5. Beautiful. And then lowering your body all the way down to your belly here. With your next inhale, lift up head, hands, and heart, and legs up off the floor. Staying here for 2 breaths. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, your belly connecting to the belly of the earth. And then releasing down. Lovely. Pressing the hands into the floor here. Inhale, press up to a cobra pose. However high you would like to go, keep the shoulders away from the ears, top of the feet rounded down. One more inhale. Exhale, lowering back down. Nice. Inhale, press back from here to a child's pose. And the head drop down. And then sliding the hands forward so the hips lift up off the heels and they're above the knees. We're coming into puppy pose here, so you can leave your forehead on the floor if you'd like, or if you have the flexibility in your upper back, you can bring your chin to the floor. Couple breaths here. And then coming up to tabletop. And we'll move the ribs around in a big circle. This is also sometimes called Anahata Kriya. So take that process of the heart. And let's go back the other way, reversing the direction. Back to center, curling the toes under, press back to a down dog. Exhale here. Inhale, lifting left leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat. A high or low lunge. Find your balance. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale here. Another breath. One more inhale. And exhale, touch the mat. Inhale, step forward. Top of the mat to exhale, hang forward, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Interlace the fingers except for the index fingers. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, float the arms out and down. Palms facing forward, come back to that Tadasana pose that we started this flow in today. You soften the gaze or close your eyes and just tune in to how you feel now, what has shifted. Maybe your body feels a little more awakened and enlivened for the day. From here, we're going to come down onto the mat. You can take a little squat along the way if you'd like. And then coming down onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. You might rock a little side to side here. And placing one hand on top of each knee, begin to move your knees around in separate circles. Going back the other way. And placing your feet on the floor. Nothing underneath your head at this moment. We're going to do a bridge pose, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips up, rolling the shoulders under, interlacing the hands behind the back, rolling again, or just pressing the elbows into the floor, letting the hands extend facing each other on either side of your hips. Really pressing into the feet, engage the glutes, lift up through the front of the pelvis. 2 deep breaths here. And with your last exhale, rolling down to the mat, laying down your precious spine and rolling those shoulders. Bring the knees into the chest. Let the knees come away from each other. Reach through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for a happy baby pose. And you can rock side to side here. And if there's any final poses you would like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, stretching out long on your back. Setting yourself up well, perhaps a blanket under your head or your knees. Sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Relaxing the jaw, and let's take 2 letting go breaths here. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Allow yourself to rest. Nothing to do, just to be. Bring your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath and wiggle your fingers and toes. As you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor, and come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. Sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words by Nikita Gill to wash over you. I will not regret love. I will not regret hope. I will not regret that I still love the trees and the wind song, that even through grief I have found the world generous, that even through ruin I have found solace in the blackbird's call. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. And take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. I thank you so much for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.